Hello, I'm the CommanderZander. I remember it so the nostalgia critic doesn't have to. And neither should you. Yes, I know, it's been forever since you've seen me last do a review, which was probably last year's Super Bowl commercials. Well, guess what? I'm back for, well, you guessed it, Super Bowl commercials. Hard to believe we've reached 60 Super Bowls. But you know what that means. It means we also had some ads that you probably recognize, liked, disliked, all that debatable stuff and whatnot. That's not the halftime show because that's another subject for its own debating and whatnot. So I'm going to delve into the ones that I recognized, thought were good, thought were meh, and go from there. But if you have a commercial that you like that you did not see in this video, please post them in the comments section or on my social media accounts. I will leave the links to the social media accounts in the description of the video on YouTube. So with that, let us start with one that you might find a familiar icon. One with a lot of Easter eggs, starting with a certain bear with a certain soda product. Let's do it. It's the polar bear, but it ain't a Coke commercial. And by the way, this is not for monetary purposes. This is strictly for reviews, so props goes to all the companies involved with these commercials. With that, here's Pepsi's Super Bowl commercial. This one automatically gets a win for me. Well, first the bear sees Pepsi in a blind taste test. They're playing my favorite Queen song. The bear is going through therapy. In case you're wondering why it's going through therapy, that's the Coca-Cola mascot drinking a Pepsi in a blind taste test thinking, have I gone mad? No. Hell, I like both Coke and Pepsi.
Tell me about your mother.
Mother? What does that got to do with anything? Come on. I know you're a therapist, but for Christ's sakes, what does his mother have to do with picking sodas? Alright, so he's walking around. I'm surprised no one's screaming in fear that a polar bear is walking around town. He sees a group drinking Pepsi with pizza. Oh, another polar bear who enjoys the Pepsi. Now, this is my favorite part. For those who don't remember, in the news, it was like a year or two ago, there was some businessman and some businesswoman who happened to work together and, oh yeah, went to a Coldplay concert and were caught on camera and they both lost their jobs pretty much. That's pretty much what the ending is ripping off of. And I loved it. But it automatically gets a win for me because, well, you're playing my favorite Queen song of all time. But that was by far my favorite commercial. Now, we move on to another commercial that I thought was enjoyable. The State Farm one.
So you guys are just like State Farm, right?
Notice the name of the insurance company. And the name of the song they're parodying.
We barely cover boats by the dock.
Why barely?
You get what you pay for.
Because we're not State Farm that covers everything. We're halfway there. Ah! Not living on a prayer. Which is literally what the song title is.
I don't have a bike.
Can we just get some momentum on the side?
Whee! Look at him. Ooh.
We won't make things right, 'cause filing a claim
Yikes.
is tough.
Can't I just do it in an app or call an agent?
No luck.
Nope, can't do that. We're not that type of insurance.
That's the best part. We're halfway there. Oh, my butt.
Oh.
Should have gone with State Farm.
Yeah, Jake from State Farm with the khakis.
Need a lift?
Bon Jovi!
Stop living on a prayer and get State Farm.
Nah.
So you're not like State Farm.
Correct. Not at all.
Not even close. But still, this was a very entertaining and hilarious commercial. Another hilarious commercial is Uber, who's been on a tear lately with making fun of the fact that food and football go together and whatnot, and that football was inspired by food. Well, here's another living proof of that with All right. Matthew McConaughey.
When a quarterback runs, they call it a scramble. You want a morning scramble, Bradley?
Scrambled eggs.
Don't you have somewhere else to be?
Hey! I don't like Bradley Cooper wearing that Eagles hat. Look, hey, your team got bounced from the playoffs. Just like mine. So now you know how I feel. Except you don't, because you knocked me out of the playoffs last season, and then we got bounced this season. I'm not even going to mention how we got bounced this season. Stupid Packers getting bounced. Next.
About it. Field goal post, designed after a fork.
That can't be true.
Yep.
Football's not selling food. You cannot keep this up.
Players' names: C.J. Ham, Malik Ham.
You're cherry picking.
You know, the fullback for the Vikings that's probably going to be retiring, C.J. Ham.
Gerard Cherry, Iran Cherry.
Oh, did you tell him about pancake blocks?
Several times. Take a closer look.
Because you know when a lineman stuffs a defensive lineman down and blocks him like that? Yeah, that's a pancake block.
Mr. Bradley, tell me, what do you see?
Pro
Look.
Football Hall of Fame.
It's a juicer.
Ah! I love how pissed off Bradley Cooper's getting.
No.
Enough! You're never going to convince me that football's selling food.
So what do you say we just squash this beef?
Squash the beef. Ah! You just started your own problem.
Beef's food, so squash.
You son of a...
Burgers! When football
Yes, because you can't say the other B word. That was entertaining and amusing. Now, we transition to one that I felt was my least favorite. Maybe because I'm not into boy bands that much, but here's the T-Mobile commercial. Using a hit song from a hit boy band that will give you some nostalgia.
We surprise people at the T-Mobile store to tell them why it's better over here.
Randomly on January 24th of 2026 at Times Square. Why not New Year's?
If you think
Yeah. I'm missing the Scrubs guys. Alright, so they sing about why T-Mobile's the best network, blah, 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 blah. Times Square is enjoying itself, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
We also had a second surprise.
Where's the Backstreet Boys?
It didn't go as well.
Tell me why.
It's better here.
Yeah, you're not gonna convince me otherwise. You might convince me to get to T-Mobile, but it won't be because of the Backstreet Boys. It'll be because of the Scrubs characters. Now, another commercial that also wanted a flashback in time was Dunkin'. I happen to like this one better. Check this out. Making fun of Goodwill Hunting, it's Goodwill Dunkin'.
Better version of Good Will Hunting was made as a
February 8th, 1995. Shit, man, I was about 2 months away from being 2 years old. Boy, do I feel like a geezer now.
genius in the lead and some other actors.
Hey, Will, did you arrange the Munchkins in the Fibonacci sequence? I got a genius working for me.
Got George Alexander, got the dude from Friends.
Come on, Chucky, I'm just Will Hunting. I'm not a genius.
I will marry the first man that can help me with the Fibonacci sequence.
Alfonso Ribeiro and Mr. Don You There.
Don't you have a girlfriend?
And Jennifer Aniston.
I don't need her. I think
But here's the best part.
right here at Dunkin'.
He thinks he can get everything all he needs here. Cheers reference, by the way. But here we go.
You're 50, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Isn't that your girlfriend? You like donuts?
Yeah.
Hurts, don't it? Look what he's got.
Well, this is my new boyfriend. How you like these nuts?
I'm Tom.
Ah! That's not even Brady's best commercial. If you've seen the Pizza Hut commercials, I have enjoyed Tom Brady in that one. But it's nice to have him have a cameo appearance for this Dunkin' Donuts commercial. And now, we finish off with one that really gets your heart going and whatnot. Budweiser never ceases to disappoint, and this year was no exception. Here's their American icons. It begins with a little pony growing up, riding, and he spots a little friend. It's a birdie. Well, little do the two realize that they would both become huge icons of this great country as they grow up in the rain and help each other out. And then the snowy winter. And look, a Dalmatian. And then riding, flying, 'cause I'm flying like an eagle. And eventually they grow up to become the Clydesdale and our great symbol, the American bald eagle. And don't you think, wait a minute, the horse is flying? Nope. That was just the eagle on the back of the Clydesdale the whole damn time. Nice touch, though. To celebrate 150 years of Budweiser.
Sun's in my eyes.
It's also 150 years of that dog show that just took place. So there you go. Nice commercial there. Short, sweet, and to the point. So those are some of the Super Bowl commercials that aired during the Super Bowl. And you may be seeing again during the Olympic coverage because we went straight from the Super Bowls to the Olympics. Because NBC is on a tear this month. But if you have a commercial that did not appear on this video, feel free to post it in the comments section. And also, if you wanted to show me, you tell me your favorite commercials, feel free to post them on my other social media apps. I will post the social media links in the description so you can comment away and let the debates begin about which commercials are great and which were not, as usual. I'm the CommanderZander. I remember so that it sounds great, doesn't have to, and neither should you.